All right. Whew, man. Fun stuff. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Alrighty. Problems with when your pre-roll glitches up mere hours, really minutes before we go live, and then come to find out. Like this is after you go through and spend like a whole last couple nights setting it up, and then technology. Oh well. All right. Come on, come on. There we go. All right. So I don't seem to have. Oh well. Oh, there it is. All righty. Let's go ahead and get rolling. Hello, world. My name is Don, and you're watching Showcase for the week ending Sunday, August 7th, 2022. Stop the presses. This is our Sunday show, and of course, that means, well, weird headlines and your reactions. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Oh, darn it. There's the problem. Wow. All right, anyway. Like I was saying, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Don't forget to drop us a like in the area down below, in the social area down below, and hit the notification bell. And if you're with me live, feel free to drop a comment in the live chat, and I might be able to read it off on the air. So let's go ahead and get started with the first order of business tonight, which is from UPI. This is a candy retailer seeking taste tester to make up to $78,000 per year. This this is some Willy Wonka kind of stuff, basically. Hopefully they put enough golden tickets in circulation to make it interesting. Let's see what this YouTube video is all about.
Hey! We're candyologists at Candy Funhouse, and we're looking for a chief candy officer. At Candy Funhouse, sweet times live here. We have the best selection of sweet treats available right at your fingertips.
We are one of the largest online candy stores that strives to live and operate by our own core values. Wow, this place is huge. You can see everything from up here.
We believe that candy is universal, and the sweetness of enjoying a special treat unites us all.
At Candy Funhouse, we aim to be trendsetters in the Candyverse.
Okay, let's get to where the job is.
Nostalgic, exclusive, staple, and delicious confection.
$1,000?
Being the Chief Candy Officer is more than just fun and games. They will also be running the Candy Intelligence Agency, or as we like to call it, the CIA.
What?
Here, they'll taste test over 3,000 products per month to award Spotlight Treats the CCO stamp of approval.
Okay, so this is a retailer in Canada. I'm just going to skip ahead and read the actual topic here, because this video is going to go on for longer than we have. A Canadian company announced it is seeking a chief candy officer to make up to $78,000 a year working from home and taste testing candy. The company's called Candy Funhouse. They posted a job opening to LinkedIn seeking a chief candy officer whose duties would include being head taste tester and helping to determine what products will be sold on the website, and which will carry the stamp of approval from the CCO, Chief Candy Officer. Ha ha ha. Position pays $78K a year and is open to anyone over the age of 5. Okay, so I guess this begs the question: is this something that you would do for a living? You know, I mean, I don't know. I like having teeth, so I don't know if that's the sort of thing that would be up my alley to do. I can't see myself doing that anytime soon. But I mean, it's one of those things that's fun if you're a 5-year-old to think about. You know, certainly as far as, you know, being able to chip away at the process of raising money for college, let's say, because what else is a 5-year-old going to be doing with this sort of thing? Not to mention, what are Canadian labor laws like? To even joke about hiring a 5-year-old, I don't know. But anyway, it's a cute idea on paper, but I don't know. I'll call this under like wacky news more than weird news, but it's a place to start. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me right now on the Weekend Showcase. This is the Weird News live stream here on Sunday, August 7th, excuse me. God, I don't know why I keep getting the dates messed up. August 7th, 2022. feel free to drop us a like, drop us a comment in the live chat, and I might be able to read it off on the air for it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next item. This is from NDTV. Never heard of this website before. NDTV. Viral video shows safe made of chocolate. Internet surprise. Okay, so is this one of those things that's basically like the cake trend that was hitting social media during the pandemic? It's like, don't tell me this is cake. This better not be cake. And then the knife cuts through it perfectly. Oh my God, it's cake. Anyway, all right, so let's see. This is the making of a chocolate safe. It was posted on Instagram by pastry chef Amaury Bouchon, who is known for sharing videos of his chocolate artwork. This is the Instagram clip. Those of you on the audio feed, click through to the original YouTube video. We have links for all of our topics in the description. You can see this stuff for yourself. But here's the, oh, will it actually load the video? Here it is. Okay. That's fascinating. He made the floor and all the walls and the ceiling of it and the back. Even the gears are chocolate. This is very intricate. The video is actually showing him making the gears interlocking together. That's amazing. 100% edible engineering. Wow, even the little, wow, the locking mechanism there. Food coloring, obviously, spray painted. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. I've never seen anything like this before. Like usually you will see something like this after it's been made, and then you're sort of like kicking yourself. I can't believe I didn't realize that was cake. But then it's like, just full transparency. This is candy. All of this is candy, even the safe itself. Gold bars or chocolate. That's amazing. And then next thing you know, cut to the knife cutting through the safe. Oh my God, it's chocolate. Although probably that might be a little bit difficult for the knife to be able to cut through properly, because if it's solid chocolate, I don't know. It has to be like a really, really sharp knife without like crushing the whole thing under the pressure of it. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we're testing out a few things on the back end right now, including the introduction of sound effects, some of which you might hear over the course of the show tonight. We're testing out some new graphical overlays we'll be able to put out here on the YouTube version of the stream, as well as the simulcast on Instagram at Weekend Showcase, plus a few other little interesting surprises we're working on the back end. So we're still testing a lot of that, but for now we're going to see if we can do some sound effects. Can you, control room, can you hit me with a sound effect right quick? That works. I didn't even have to do a weird and wacky dad joke for that. That's awesome. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next item on the docket. Hey, Philip, good to see you again. Thanks for watching. Let's see. Next item is from Smithsonian Magazine. Scientists use dead spiders as claw machines. Researchers at Rice University have created necrorobotics, a new area of research which uses biotic materials for robotic parts. I think of video games when I see stuff like this, quite frankly. Biotic parts? This is crazy. A spider gripper. Oh, darn it. Come on, Smithsonian. Don't give an ad. Trying to host a live stream here. Calm down. All right. A spider gripper is used to lift a jumper and break a circuit on an electronic breadboard, turning off an LED. That's the context of this particular image on this website here. This is crazy. I can't believe that this was actually done. Like, talk about basically using nature in a way that, actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I had an interesting little saying or phrase in my mind for this, and I lost it as I was starting to set the context for it. Oh well. But that's just, I don't know how else to describe this. This is a fascinating sort of usage of nature in and of itself. Far more fascinating, I would say, than putting one of these dead insect carcasses in a lollipop, which like you would see in a state fair, let's say. I've actually seen those in person. I don't know if you all have. But that's something that some people do, apparently. Let's see. Spider corpses turned into robots sounds like the far-fetched plotline of a B horror movie, but researchers from Rice University have created just that. Dead wolf spiders that can be used as machines to pick up and put down objects. In a paper published in Advanced Science, researchers have dubbed the use of biotic materials as robotic components necrobotics. They put that in quotations, necrobotics. I feel like that should be a hashtag. They say this area of research could be used to create biodegradable grippers for very small objects. Well, that makes sense. The corpse decomposes over time. Yeah. Wow, I wish we had Kaiko in on this topic. He would have gotten such a kick out of being able to talk about the spiders being used in electronic engineering like that. That's crazy. What do y'all think about this? Feel free to drop a comment or a message in the live chat, and we'll see how we can incorporate a conversation around that. Maybe. Let's move on. Next item. Thanks for the likes, by the way. I'm seeing some activity right now on our YouTube page. Let's see if we can bring up a little bit of action on our Instagram page. This is at Weekend Showcase. We're live streaming there right now. It's still just me over there, unfortunately, but it's another place to be able to connect, if at all possible. Oh, you're kidding me. There he is. There's Kaiko. Holy crap. We were waiting for you to show up.
excuse the hold up. You know what I'm saying? There's some technical difficulties in real life going on. So, yeah.
It's okay. It's like I'm glad you're able to make it through. I was literally, it's funny, your timing is hilarious. I was literally just in the process of telling the people at home, I wish Kaiko was here to talk about this topic here, about the spider gripper that's being used to lift a jumper on an electronic engineering board. Did you hear about this?
No.
What is, so I just got done basically talking about it, but basically,
switch
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I got to switch I couldn't see it. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Yeah. Oh no. This is right. So we were discussing a little bit about this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm doing it. Yeah. So no.
What are your thoughts?
I didn't really read the article. So like clue me in a little bit, because did I just miss you explaining it?
You just missed it. But basically, they're using dead spiders in a way that creates biodegradable machine engineering parts.
Okay. So, well, that's I'm gonna get stuff cut off to be replaced with these things. So, arms, legs, toes, you know what I'm saying, fingers, all kind of stuff. Might get a spider. I'm Spider-Man. I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man.
You're that obsessed with spiders that you want to be able to sort of replace body parts with spiders?
No. I'm not obsessed. I am culturally invested in spiders.
Culturally invested in spiders?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware spiders had a culture.
They have a culture, and there's different cultures because it's different species. It's different kingdoms. There's different animalia, or whatever that word is, of spiders. You know what I'm saying? So, different genus spiders. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that seems to be a little bit above my pay grade at least. But all right, as long as you can make sense of that. Fair enough.
All right.
Let's see. We have some comments on YouTube. Philip says, "Do make me a robot. Make me MEH me. Make me a robot when I die. LMFAO."
Right.
Yes, he's looking forward to sort of immortalizing himself or continuing on. Like Ghost in the Shell style, almost, when the biological body can't take it. Have you ever seen Ghost in the Shell, that anime?
Yeah, I have. I haven't gotten into it. I don't really understand it, but it's something that needs to be watched. I have it the whole series on DVD.
Nice. Major line one.
Watched it.
Fair enough. Staff ZX says Necro Robotics reminds me of the third Mecha Godzilla when they built him out of the original Godzilla's skeleton. I did not know that. Also, Mecha Ghidorah, who was brought back to life as a cyborg. Wow, that's crazy. I bet you're going to get a real kick out of the sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong when that drops next year. I think it's either next year or in 24, but that's in production right now, if I'm not mistaken. Desert Kingdom, hey, been a long time. Good to see you again. It says, I'm not a fan of spiders. And then the spider emoji. Well, I don't blame you. You know what's crazy? We're talking about this, and I actually had to take out a spider that got into my house earlier today, like not long before I started this show. It's the little spiders are one thing, but the big scary looking ones, you can't be too careful with those things, at least in my neck of the woods. But anyway.
No, I don't kill spiders. Right. I observe them from afar,
And what if they're all up in your house?
I mean, they are welcome. They are all welcome. Just leave me alone. You know what I mean?
Fair enough, I guess. If you have your life sort of set up that way where they don't sort of like invade your house all after the fact. Miss D says, beyond not a fan, they terrify me.
I mean, you know, some are creepy, some are very cute. You know, the jumping spider is a very cute spider, I would say.
Let's move on. We have 7 topics left. One is not loading up right now. I may have to circle back into the topic list and manually add that in once I've eliminated all the others. But so let's move on. We'll circle back to that one. Next topic is from Ripley's. Immortal Jellyfish, the secret to cheating death? ? So this was published August 4, like 3 days ago. So there is a group of very tiny translucent jellyfish known by the scientific name Turritopsis dohrnii, can't really pronounce that lives in oceans around the world, and they've earned a powerful nickname due to their ability to reverse the aging process. They are considered immortal because when they're injured, stressed, or experience some type of assault, they have the ability to regress into a polyp stage and then grow again back into an adult jellyfish. Interesting. What? Yeah, so apparently,
that's go ahead. Every jellyfish? Is that every
no, it's this very specific species, Turritopsis dohrnii.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where, let me see. Where is it? Where is the word? I need to write this up.
Hang on. I think I can magnify this a little bit better. There we go. This is maximum magnification. Turritopsis dohrnii. So right there at the top.
Turritopsis.
We have comments. Staff ZX says, when I lived in the country, we had black spiders the size of dinner plates. No lie. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna shoot those. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna have to take those out. I can't live with those. Those aren't welcome. But
you're saying you have a threshold where it's not enough to just look at them from a distance. You got to take that puppy out.
Right. I mean, it's kill or be killed. Listen, you know what I'm saying? If you over the size of an apple, you a threat to me. You know what I'm saying? So
fair enough. But anyway, so back to the jellyfish. Turritopsis dohrnii was the species here. Let's see. Smaller than a pinky fingernail, these jellyfish reabsorb their tentacles and sink to the ocean floor into a cyst-like state when they get sick or damaged. Within 36 hours, they transform into a polyp before turning back into a jellyfish. This process is known as cellular transdifferentiation. The jellyfish create brand new bodies and can recreate this process over and over again, effectively making them immortal. So where are my Doctor Who fans in the audience? I guess we have some regenerating, we have some Time Lord jellyfish running around on the ocean floor right now. I did not know that.
Is Torchwood have something to do with Doctor Who?
Yes, it's a spinoff of what's considered modern Doctor Who that started in 2005.
Because, you know, we're watching Torchwood and I've never seen Doctor Who, but then I was like, then what's her name? Tashiko, she the same character in both shows.
They actually had multiple crossovers though between the two, and there was actually another spinoff.
But they said that girl played Tashiko, whatever her last name is, in both series. And so then I was like, oh, that's the connection. I never seen Doctor Who, so I was like, you know.
Yeah, they were doing shared cinematic universes before Marvel made it cool.
Torchwood is a good show, though. I mean, it makes me want to see Doctor Who.
That show had an interesting 5-year run. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. We were about to wrap up on the jellyfish thing. If you could be immortal, but it cost you sort of like your body, like you would have to build yourself a new body every time, you know, would you? It sounded like you would, based off, as long as you could do it off of spider parts, basically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, listen, the only thing that spiders don't have is wings. And that's what that's the only minor setback to being a complete spider. You know what I'm saying?
Spiders also don't have gills though.
But listen, spiders can stay in the water for a long time though. I don't need to be in the water forever. I'm not trying to be a marine animal. You know what I'm saying? I could stay in the water for a little while though, as a spider.
But wait a minute, are you talking about a spider adjacent species that would be able to breathe underwater? Because I'm thinking like in purely land-based spider terms. Like evolution did not enable them to breathe water. They don't have gills like that.
Right, but I'm saying they can stay in the water for a very long time. So I don't have to be living in the water, you know what I'm saying? But I can't fly. I could, you know, I could spin around like Spider-Man. I could shoot around a city like Spider-Man, but that's not flying. He's banking off stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no buildings, you can't fly.
I hear you. Hang on. Oh, there.
I don't know if I froze or you froze.
I'm sorry. I'm not able to. Can you try that again?
What did I do?
Your signal is breaking up. Can you?
Your signal's breaking up. See, I'm gonna have to listen. I'm gonna have to leave.
Maybe if you leave.
I'm gonna have to leave.
That's strange. Okay, listening test. Okay, it looks. I don't know who can. See, very strange. Okay, now testing. Very internet connection right now happening. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep talking and try to keep this rolling here. Hopefully, this is able to be heard. Let's see. There we go. Okay, mic check. Testing. Oh my goodness. There's two of me. That's a crazy glitch on my screen. There's literally two of me on camera. That's crazy. All right, whatever. Let me just waiting room that thing. There we go. Whatever, that'll have to do. All right. We may be having some technical difficulties on Kaiko's end as well. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin. The room is still active, so I don't know. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin and we can go ahead and get the ball rolling again from him. Let me see. Join the same. Yeah, fun. Whenever you try to do a live stream off of Zoom, you always kind of run the chance of this sort of thing happening. Anyway, thanks so much for bearing with us right now. We're doing weird news headlines live on YouTube and on Instagram at Weekend Showcase, which I guess also has to sort of be restarted. Good grief. That's weird. Crickets chirping. Thank you. Thank you, control room. All right. Come on. There we go. And Instagram is now live again. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get rolling into the next topic here. Hopefully we'll be able to get Kaiko back in here shortly. Next thing is from UPI, if our internet can stay stable more than 20 minutes. All right, Toronto billboard offers a single stick of string cheese for trade. Wait a minute, Toronto billboard offers a single stick of string cheese for trade. Why? Marvel player is still there. This is some dumb news. This topic is dumb. Under what conditions could anybody have thought this is a good idea? There's a YouTube video attached to this. I'm going to try and give this a little bit of a listen, but I'm weirded out by this already. This looks like a trap. You know what I mean?
Richard Southern joins us once again. We're chatting about some of the more interesting and fun stories of the day. And Richard, an Ontario man has bought a huge billboard in Dundas Square, and you'll never guess what he's looking to trade.
It caught our eye. I know it caught your eye. It's right behind you there in young Dundas Square. Big old billboard, Erica, advertising a trade for a single cheese string. I want to show you it. It reads, Erica, quote, accepting trades for one cheese string, marble flavor, still in its original
That's a
packaging.
massive billboard.
Phone number, as you can see there. We called it at City News, and a man named Angel answered. He said he found this cheese string, Erica, in his refrigerator in a new home he bought when he moved to Toronto. He says he's big into trading, and he thought the found cheese string would make a neat item to trade. Get this, he says he's already received hundreds of inquiries since the ad went up. Some of the craziest offers he's received include Persian cats in return for the cheese string, a used concrete truck, and cereal. Someone even offered their girlfriend, Eric. He has not. He hasn't received any offers yet. Would you be willing to trade anything for that single marble cheese string?
I like how he says no low balls. I mean, I have some ketchup packets in my desk, maybe, I guess. What do you think?
I think that's a pretty fair trade, actually. Ketchup packets.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I don't know if you. Well,
I'm gonna stop this there. Kaiko, welcome back. What's your first reaction to this? This is somebody actually.
I don't understand what's happening. What did somebody put up a cheese stick for trade?
Yes, and they took out a massive billboard in the middle of the city to advertise that. It could not have been cheap to do, and got hundreds of responses. And one person even offered up their girlfriend for that, for a cheese string.
If I had enough money to do that, I would. I mean, by all means, like that guy. That's funny.
Where do you even begin to pretend to make sense of this thing? I really don't even. I don't even know where to start with that. Let's see. What do we have right now on the comments feed? Here we are. Ms. D says, I only like cheese on pizza. Yeah, nobody, I don't think anybody's gonna like that enough to really sort of take seriously as something to eat. I can't imagine anybody who responded to that billboard intending to trade for that cheese stick would have done so for the purpose of eating it.
And where was the billboard?
This is at, let me see. This is in Canada. Yeah, the billboard ad is placed in the middle of downtown Toronto.
Wow.
So yeah, no, no to all of this. Basically, is the takeaway, because you're not going to be taken. I wouldn't take that seriously. I can't think of anything. I'm trying to think of something that I would actually trade for a cheese stick, and I can't think of anything. I don't think I've ever even had a cheese stick in my life, to be brutally honest.
What was he expecting? What item did he want in exchange for this cheese stick? Like it was just up for grabs.
The ad just said no low balls. Anyway, this is too much time on this topic as it is. Quite frankly, this is a weird topic, which I guess is the point. So there you go. Let's move on. Next topic here. This is from CBS News. All right. A prominent scientist posted an image of a distant star he said was taken by the Webb telescope. It was actually a slice of chorizo. Okay. Thank you, control room. This ad is in the way. There you go. Okay, so this is an embedded video. Let's take a look.
Tonight, a prominent French scientist is apologizing after tweeting a photo he claimed was the image of a distant star taken by the James Webb Space Telescope. Thousands of people viewed the image, but it turns out it was actually a close-up photo of a slice of chorizo sausage.
To be fair, that looks like a planet.
It does, and
that looks exactly like a planet. Hang on. Ah, shoot. Sorry, didn't mean to click through to that. So yeah, that looked exactly like a planet, and oh my goodness, come on. Oh wow, it closed out of the whole thing. Come on, there it is. Okay. So, and there's the link in there. The link to all of these topics is in the description down below. Here's a still. So there's the planet, apparently planet in quotation marks. Whatever. What is happening here?
Somebody put a piece of pepperoni and they thought it was a planet.
Yeah.
took a picture of a piece of pepperoni and told everybody it was funny.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know what was happening with my monitor for a split second there. That was really weird. But anyway,
listen, I tell him that because listen, that's funny. That's hilarious. They fooled everybody with this picture.
I mean, clearly. Yeah, and then have to like confess it after the fact, totally undercutting the significance of any scientific discoveries that they might make later. Because now the first question is, what did you have for lunch?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Did you get it? Yeah. Good. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, no, that's that's crazy. It look if that like this picture right here looked like a thumbnail for like you know, on YouTube that you would click right away thinking that they're talking about some crazy stuff about this new planet.
Yeah, this is an epic fail. Hey, control room, can we get a trombone? Can we get like a sad trombone or something for this real quick? That's not a trombone.
Close enough.
You don't have it? Ah, crud. All right. Well, I guess clown horn will have to do. Let's move on. We're still beta testing the sound effects. Like I said, we'll get there. Anyway, we're doing live weird news on YouTube. Thanks so much for tuning in. Once again, we're live there and on here, everywhere. And on Instagram at Weekend Showcase. And we are moving on right now. Thanks so much for liking and subscribing. Next item is from Associated Press. This was published 5 days ago, August 2nd. Guard cat credited with preventing would-be robbery. I've never heard of a guard cat before.
Cat's got hair?
I mean,
I wouldn't mess with a cat. Boy, no, I done got attacked by a cat before. And you can't, all you got to do is kill it. You have to kill the cat. You don't want to kill the cat. That's how you get the cat off you.
That's how you get what?
I'm saying you got to listen, if a cat attacks you, the only thing you can do is kill it. Like, and you don't want to kill it. So that's the only thing you can, like, otherwise it's going to mess you up. It's going to.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
We have so I can see the way that this cat is looking at the camera. I feel like it's looking into my soul right now with this facial expression. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what
those things.
That's the cat from Mars.
From Mars, more like Mississippi. A Mississippi man said his pet cat helped prevent a robbery at his home. Bandit, a 20-pound cat, lives with her retired owner, Fred Everett, in the Tupelo suburb of Belden. When at least 2 people tried to break into their shared home last week, the cat did everything she could to alert Everett of the danger. The attempted robbery occurred sometime between 2:30 and 3 a.m. on July 25. Everett was first awoken by Bandit's meows in the kitchen. Then she raced into the bedroom, jumped onto the bed, and began pulling the comforter off of him and clawing at his arms. Everett knew something was wrong. And then it kind of goes from there. So I guess this begs the question of like how often could this sort of thing really happen? Like, is it possible to train a cat to be a guard like this? Or did this owner just get sort of lucky with a 1 in a billion sort of, the cat just knew with instinct how to alert the owner? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you have and train and trust a cat to guard your home? Kaiko?
Now my cats, listen, my cats, I got a big fat cat. Boy, he don't do nothing. He just look at you. You call him, he just, this guy lazy. The other 2.
And what does that cat do when he's not eating lasagna or kicking dogs off of a
That's
table?
all he does. What do you mean? What else does he do? That's all he does.
What is his name?
Kato.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have guessed that. Anyway, keep going. The other pets?
Right. Huh?
And keep going. You were going to say the other pets?
No, I'm saying in the other pets, I mean, listen, they run away from stuff. They timid. They're not gonna guard nothing. These cats are frail. I need me a what's it called? I'm not a bobcat, but I guess a bobcat. A lynx? Is that what I was trying to say? What's a lynx?
What are you trying to guard that you need a lion for?
Yeah, man, not a lion, like a Anubis type of thing, but that's a dog. I need me some protection. Listen, I need me some point blank. I need a protection, and these cats ain't doing it for me.
Well, hey, those of you who are watching along on YouTube or Instagram, if you have any suggestions for Kaiko, what kind of breed to get, drop a selection, drop a suggestion in the live chat, and we'll see what his reaction is to that. We might have to come back to that particular topic a little later in the show before the top of the hour. And once again, this and all of our topics that we're discussing tonight are linked in the description down below underneath this video. Thanks so much for watching and liking and subscribing. Let's move on to the next piece on the docket here tonight. This is again from AP. How a virtual orange tabby is helping real cats. Oh, I heard about this. This is the video game Stray. This is on the PlayStation 4. I believe this is on 4 and 5. Let me see here. Here we go. So thanks to online fundraising platforms, gamers are playing Stray while streaming live for audiences to raise money for animal shelters and other cat-related charities. Annapurna Interactive, the game's publisher, also promoted Stray by offering 2 cat rescue and adoption agencies copies of the game to raffle off and renting out a New York cat cafe.
Isn't that the cutest story in the world?
Say again?
I say, isn't that just the cutest story in the world? God bless them.
It's right up there. It's right up there. Let's see. About 80% of the game's development team are cat owners and cat lovers, and a real-life orange Stray, as well as their own cats, helped inspire the game, one creator said. So, yeah, this is a happy piece of weird news. I've heard about this game. Like I said, I don't have it, but I did see some interesting gameplay videos and previews of this game in the course of June and July. So this is a little bit familiar. Usually I would consider myself a cat person. I own a dog now, but it's like, I don't know if I would play a video game where all you do is play as an animal, where like you're interacting with the world and those sort. It's a puzzle platformer sort of thing. On paper, it's unique. It's engaging and very unique. But I don't know if that's something that I would play personally. I don't know. Kaiko, what are your thoughts on this as a game?
Yeah, I play it. Yeah, I like games like this. I play it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a species of animal or besides spider that you would play an entire video game as?
Well, my spirit animal is a fox, and a spirit animal is an animal that you would be in spirit, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So, and mine is a fox, and so I would really appreciate a fox game. There are a couple fox games. I can't put a name to them, but there are a few, and they're pretty cool. Where you are the fox and you running around. And then, I've played a cat game too. Like, I like cats, I'm a cat person. I'm going to always have cats. I'm the old cat lady. I like cats, you know what I'm saying? So, but I would appreciate a fox game. And if we want to do some water stuff, I like dolphins.
Did you ever play Echo the Dolphin back in the 90s?
I feel like I have played that. Was that on the GameCube? No, you said it in the 90s.
That was Genesis, man. That was the Sega.
I ain't played the Genesis. Genesis. I'm thinking about what was the original Sonic Adventure on?
Dreamcast.
That was on Dreamcast. Okay, so no, I didn't play. I wasn't with Sega. I wasn't holding it down for Sega.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I was always more into Nintendo.
What is this? Who makes this game? Who makes Stray?
Annapurna Interactive was the company, but it's on PlayStation.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna give me a PS5, so I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna look out for it.
Okay, cool. Let's move on. We have a couple left, and then we'll go ahead and shut this thing down for the night. Let's see. This is from Reuters. Oh man. What was that?
Look, listen, it was me. And I'm sorry.
Don't say it. Let's see. This is from Reuters, like I said, published a couple days ago. Ever wondered what baked bean ice cream tastes like? No, is the short response to that. Londoners basking under Britain's hottest ever summer are getting the chance to find out and sample a range of other flavors more readily associated with savory winter dishes, including porridge oats and what is HP sauce? What is HP? I'm not sure what that is.
Health point sauce. Gives you health points.
Oh, ha. No more role-playing games for you. Let's see. This is crazy. Okay. So here's one person's being interviewed. Says the weirdest flavor offered is probably ketchup. Ketchup flavored ice cream. Kaiko, would you eat ketchup flavored ice cream?
Now I've had tomato ice cream before.
What is tomato ice cream? Where did you go for that?
And it's an Italian thing. It's an Italian thing, and my dad works with Italians, and so I was able to experience tomato ice cream, and it tastes like tomatoes, but it tastes like water ice cream. It's interesting. It doesn't taste like sorbet. You would think it tastes like sorbet, but I don't know. I can't explain it. It tastes like tomatoes though. And it was good. It was good. Now ketchup don't taste like tomatoes. Ketchup tastes like glue with tomatoes in it. Nah, not for me. No ketchup ice cream.
Enjoy your meal, ladies and gentlemen.
No more ketchup ice cream.
Wow. Yeah, Ms. D says these flavors sound gross. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to agree there. Good grief. I don't know what the heck's going on there. I can't imagine myself eating one of these, not even out of morbid curiosity, which is saying something. Usually I'll sort of like hide behind that as a justification to try internally, to sort of like brace myself for it, just out of like, experimentation.
That thing looks like a meatball. Look at it. It looks like a meatball. It looks like a
on the far right? Yeah. Oh my God, that probably is meatball flavored. That's the worst part of it.
Ice cream? Meatball ice cream? Just eat some meatballs. What's wrong with you? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even, let me see. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember. I just found this out over the weekend, like yesterday. There's this, what is it? Rocky Mountain oysters. Rocky Mountain oysters. You know what that is? Okay. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say on YouTube in terms of anatomy. I will say it is a certain piece of male anatomy for a bull.
Wow. Oh yeah. Yeah. I know they be cooking that stuff. Yep. Well, they had
in my mind, you may as well have made a flavor of that in ice cream form. That's in my mind what that is.
I thought you were saying they did make the ice cream flavor of that.
I wouldn't rule it out.
I was like, remember we was talking about them Harry Potter jelly beans? They gonna do one like that. Bamboozled, the bean boozled. They gonna do something like that. Yeah, man. Wow. Listen, I always used to say they made this one time. They made a buffalo chicken Lay's, and I was like, why don't I just go get some buffalo chicken? Why I gotta get chips? Go give me some wings. Make me want to get some wings.
This is from Staff ZX on YouTube. Thanks for commenting. I saw a video where someone took a Subway sandwich, ground it up, and turned it into roll ice cream. Okay.
Listen, if you got the money, that's not what needs to be said.
He also says you can just eat frozen meatballs and have the same effect. LOL. I don't know about that. I mean, you're gonna ruin your teeth if you do that. I mean, you gotta deal with that thing properly. Have it like cooked safely. And then like after it's cooked thoroughly, I guess there's a way to refrigerate it to sort of like make it edible, but it's like you can't just like eat a frozen meatball. I mean, I would think you can't, but anyway, this topic needs to go away. Let's move on. Let's see. We had like one, maybe two left, and then we'll go ahead and shut this thing down. I guess I have to find the missing story manually here. I tried to preload them all into the browser here. Let's see. We're missing one, at least one. Here we go. I think this is the last one. This is, again, back to Reuters here. Hot dogs and cats get wearable fans to beat Japan's scorching summer. So let's see. Here we are. Oh, darn it. Come on. Oh, I guess there's a video attached to it. Will it load? Will it load? I don't think it'll load. All right, I'll read it off. So a Tokyo clothing maker has teamed up with veterinarians to create a wearable fan for pets, hoping to attract the anxious owners of dogs or cats that can't shed their fur coats in Japan's blistering summer weather. The device consists of a battery-operated 80-gram fan 3-ounce fan that is attached to a mesh outfit and blows air around an animal's body. Ray Uzawa, president of maternity clothing maker Sweet Mommy, says she was motivated to create it after seeing her own pet chihuahua exhausted every time it was taken out for a walk in the scorching summer heat. Kaika, what do you think about this?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Like you're not sure about this? It seems that it sounds pretty useful.
Yeah, I don't get what they're doing with them.
Well, you can see pretty clearly here in this image what the intention is, basically.
Right.
Okay. The thing is actually, hey, Philip Phillips, thanks for watching on Instagram. Clearly, the thing is this is something that's designed to help an animal sort of cope with extreme temperatures, in a way that otherwise just it wouldn't be able to in nature.
Right,
usually
right.
Because they have their own fur coat that they can't take off. How do you
Right.
keep the animal cool, right?
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, on that level, it makes sense, right?
Listen, and so going back to my cats will never put up with nothing like that.
So what would you do to keep your animal cool instead?
Listen, we put them in this cage, and we put a hose over on top of this little tree, and it just sprayed them all day, and they just they just be bathing in it. I put the bird in there too. The bird and the cats in there. That's how they keep it.
I'm sorry, I heard you wrong. In the tree?
Yeah, no, like so so we put a cage, then there's a tree next to the cage. So right around the corner where I'm sitting, that's why I keep on pointing that way.
Oh.
There's a little cage right there. We put them in the cage, we put the hose on the little tree, and we let it just hose them off. That's how they get cool. They just bathing all day, and it's the hot sun beating down on them, That's how that's how they stay cool. The bird in there too.
Reminds me of. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying the bird in there with them too. Yeah.
Honestly, that kind of reminds me of like being a kid in the 90s. You could like run through the sprinkler system or just run through the hose like that.
Right.
That's what that sounds like. Did
Yeah,
you ever do that? Did you ever do that when you were younger?
Nah, I was a little video game kid. I ain't go outside. I ain't never slipped and slipped and slid. Is that how you say it?
What's the past tense of slip and slide?
Right.
Well, luckily you didn't really. Yeah, but luckily you didn't really have to because weather patterns and climate insanity is going on right now. Like it's not remotely. It wasn't remotely as bad then as it is now. So like you wouldn't really have the need to that degree.
Yeah,
which
right.
I guess is a good thing just to look back on, but I don't know.
I'm outside right now getting the heat. That's what I'm saying. I'm pointing around around the corner where the animals are getting their little bath on, and I'm sitting here, I'm just soaking up the sunlight. I got a nice little tree in front of me blocking it, so I don't get all burnt up. But I'm in a good little spot. It's all nice, I'm chilling.
Okay. Well, we'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up because we're coming up on the top of the hour, and we'll go ahead and get you some cold water.
Yes, sir.
Chill out. Yeah. So that was it for the topic list for this particular week for Sunday, August 7, 2022. What was your favorite story for the night? I mean, I'm trying to think.
The spiders being able to change your leg into a bionic leg. That's some cool stuff.
But that wasn't what the topic was about. That topic was basically having these dead spiders being sort of converted into electronic engineering manufacturing parts, helpers, sorts of things.
But no, that's still, I think that's the cheese stick is hilarious. That's hilarious. Even the pepperoni thing was hilarious. Come on, they got us beat with the pepperoni. But I digress.
Fair enough. I gotta give it to this thing on Instagram. The guy who found a way to basically build a safe entirely out of chocolate. That's my favorite one of the week. I gotta say. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and play this one more time here.
I missed that one. I missed this one, so let's see it.
Check this out. You can see like all of the parts are being made so precisely and intricately. It's like one of those so satisfying social media videos. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't look away from it. Every single element of this safe is made out of chocolate and colored with food coloring in order to make it authentic. And another reason why this is amazing is it's not cake. This thing had every opportunity to be made into cake instead. And I know we've all had our fill of things we made out of cake. Look at that. All of that is chocolate. It's all chocolate.
I'm really upset. I'm really upset about this.
Why?
Because it's chocolate. He did so much work to it and you have to eat it. You can't, you know,
well,
or
you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to. You could just like keep it frozen.
You have to freeze it, yeah. But then what they got a frozen gallery that people come through and see. They go into the freezer. The whole art gallery is frozen.
I guess, but hey, look at the plus side. Look at the plus side. If you bring like your I don't know if you're the kind of person who would need a one of those like navigation animals or something, the animal would need one of those special cooling vests, you know, like we were just talking about in the last story or whatever, because like obviously that environment is temperature controlled, you know, so that's a plus, right?
I would never buy an ice sculpture because I mean you're gonna have it for like 12 hours, not even.
Before it all melts.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I spend, you know, $6,000 for a big lady to be made out of ice. And it just melts away. I have pictures of it, but I mean, what is that? You know?
Well, at least you have the pictures. At least you have the memory of it, basically.
I gotta take a whole video of me like on top of the ice sculpture. You know what I'm saying?
Use that as the establishing shot of your big action movie.
Exactly. You know, that $5,000 will not go in vain.
Ms. D says, "Yum, chocolate must be eaten." Well, yeah, but I mean, but it was such an amazing thing to see made, though.
But it's just like, listen, this guy can make anything. Like realistically, if you think about it, if you gave him real you know, material, he could make a safe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm taking out of that. Like
pretty much.
Just,
fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could bring myself to eat something like that. Like that's one of those special exceptions I would need to make. I hear your point, Ms. D, but I would try to preserve that as long as I possibly could. You know,
right.
That's just me. But anyway. So that's basically all that we've got for this week's headlines. You know what our favorites were. What about you? Feel free to drop a comment down below to continue the convo. Visit any of our social pages. We're at Weekend Showcase pretty much everywhere, including TikTok. And we actually also now have a link tree. I can announce tonight. We're still doing some various infrastructure upgrades for production. This is one of them. I can announce here tonight on top of the main website, which we're still troubleshooting a couple things about it. We have a Linktree page that's fully operational now. It's available at linktr.ee / Weekend Showcase. So it's Linktree / Weekend Showcase. And there's a lot of stuff there. We have a playlist of all our current season content there. You have a widget built in there for our podcast episodes, which we're working on getting that backlog of content fully updated, plus a contact us page. If you want to reach out to us directly in a way that's a little bit more accessible than having to log into a social media page to shoot us a message, use the link tree to send us your suggestions for movie trailers we should react to on Friday, weird news that we can talk about on Sunday, or another kind of segment or show you want, or stream idea that you'd like to see us tackle. Let us know. Hit us up on Linktree, and that's what it's there for.
Right.
Cool. I guess that's basically about it for now. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you right here this coming Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific for another new trailer reaction show. We hope to see you then. That sounds like the closing applause sort of sound effect. Thank you, control room, for that. Anyway, like I was saying, for now, please be safe. My name is Don. With me tonight was
Young Kaiko, aka Mr. Peter Parker. You know what it is.
Yep, we do. Thanks so much, Kaiko. Have a great weekend. Well, I hope you had a great weekend. Showcase you later. Good night.
That's it.